Yay! That worked out perfectly. So,
Yeah,
how are you today, Kristina?
really good, really good. Such a beautiful day, sunny day.
It is. It's
How are you?
gorgeous. Gorgeous outside. So, I have not met you. Okay, I got to I'm putting my thing up here. I've not met you in person, but you photographed my daughter, and since your very first post that you ever put on Bellingham Living, I have adored your photography. And I want you to just start telling us a little bit about yourself and how you got into photography and who you are and all of that sort of stuff.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. First of all, I appreciate that. I love hearing people about what they think about my work. Definitely inspires me to do better and create something new. Well, I do photography for about 8, 9 years, because maybe like 3, 4 years more, I would say. Um, but it definitely has been my passion for many years, just for myself to take photos. Like, I do it every single day. Doesn't matter if I'm working or not, just for fun. I don't get tired of it. I don't get tired of just editing. I love it. I enjoy it so much. And yeah, I slowly use my cameras, all the gear that I have now. I used to photograph on different kind of stuff, or even on my phone. I started photographing a long time ago on my phone too, when I didn't know anything about camera. So it's kind of more was about passion. Like, I didn't know anything, but I just wanted to take photos and learn about it. So yeah, I moved to Bellingham 2 years ago. I don't know that many people yet, but slowly this year it's actually start happening. I start working with people and get to know new people, and people start getting to know me, and it's been amazing, honestly.
I
It's amazing.
remember we moved here about the same time, and you one of the first things you said is that you were so thrilled to be here in Bellingham because it was such a great place to take photographs, and the sun is different here, and I've said that before, but in Arizona the sun is more bright, and here I want to say it's more warm. And it's lovely here, and but the way that you use light in your photographs is just amazing. It's my favorite thing about your photographs is I just think that you use light in a really special way to make it, I don't know, your work really different. Have you always used light in your photographs? Where did you move here from where were you before you were in Bellingham?
Well, I'm actually originally from Russia, so but I live in America for about 7 years, and my husband is from North Dakota. So I lived in North Dakota. That's where I met him for the first time. I used to be in the program from my college, and I ended up in North Dakota, and that's how I met him there.
Ah.
Um, we lived there for a few years, and yeah, for 5 years, I guess, and moved here. Um, but yeah, as far as light, I totally agree, because like in North Dakota, I mean, it's so cold and it's completely different. It's a lot of harsh light as well. Like in the summer, it's really bright. Even the winter sometimes is bright because of the snow and everything. Is
Oh yes.
but I agree. As far as light here, and yes, and the landscape and everything is completely different. The nature is different here. Um, I started learning about light because I noticed, of course, there's a certain photographers in the past who inspired me as well. Because I was learning, I was looking for other people, like how they do this, and to learn just certain techniques. Like, um, there's so many amazing photographers there who do like fantastic things with light as well. And I learned that light can just create certain mood. You can take a picture of the same object from different angles with different light, and it's going to be completely different story. And that's how I realized, like, my favorite time of the day is definitely golden hour, more evening time to photograph. That's where you get that natural golden light. um, when sun almost kind of goes away, it's close to sunset. It's like you have to catch that 1 hour, half an hour time when
Yes.
it's magic happens. That magic where everything just like covers with the sun. um, but it's not a harsh sun. It's really light and soft sun. That's how basically, like, I started photographing during that time. I was like, yes, that's perfect timing. Even photographing people and families and just objects and nature. Um, it's just the best time. There's less shadows. Is also less work when I'm editing as well because everything just looks better. Um, yeah, and a lot of times I just sometimes happen the glares that sometimes I have on the photos. I have to use sometimes Photoshop for it if it meant to be, like if I feel like it looks natural and good and it could be there. I use it in Photoshop. I kind of learned a few techniques to do that to kind of add a little extra light if it needs to be there. But a lot of times I just use golden hour and it just happens on its own and it's just so much light and I just kind of live it that way. And
Is it
yeah.
harder for you now that golden hour is so late in the day for you to be out and getting those photos at 8 o'clock at night?
In the summer it so changes and I have to, I mean, a lot of people like more available during evening time during like in the weekends, so that kind of works out. um but yeah, it's different definitely. I try to avoid that like 5 6 o'clock because it's just really harsh light.
Ah,
Just wait longer for this good light. But it depends. If I have to photograph during harsh light, it's just much more work during editing and a lot of shadows, and it's still good, but it's not exactly what I want. But yeah, definitely. I mean, evening is the best time. It doesn't matter what you photograph, nature or just the details of the flowers or people. It's the best time. And one tip I would say, if you photographing during golden light, place your object not facing the light, but standing back to the light. So
oh,
so that way you will create a good shadows. It's not going to be all over your face. It's not going to be too bright. It's going to create good natural light behind you.
won't the face
And
be dark if the face is if the sun's behind?
you can definitely adjust that if it's not too dark outside yet. You can adjust a little bit after
Ah,
you're editing. You can just brighten up a little bit your image, and it's going to brighten up everything in front of you. And like everything behind will just stay kind of like magical still.
okay, that's a great tip. Do you use now what kind of camera do you use now when you do your photography?
Right now I use a Canon 6D Mark II, which is professional camera. But I would say I still have my older cameras that I use that I purchased a long time ago, and honestly, they still work great. And I just want to say for beginner photographers, don't worry about expensive cameras. To be honest, it's all mostly if you kind of learn a little bit about cameras, it's more the lens does the work. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really a good lens depending on what you're photographing. Because there's a lot of expensive cameras out there that's not available for everyone. And even for me, this camera, for a long time, I couldn't purchase this camera because it's different level completely. Um, but I mean, it doesn't matter what camera you use, honestly. If you learn just the basic settings, just Google basic settings. It's on every camera. They're the same. Just is how to control your light, how to control all the basic stuff like the focus and everything. It's really it doesn't take too long to learn those kind of things. And yeah, you can take amazing photos even on a basic DSLR camera. Um, yeah, it doesn't have to be really expensive to take great photos. Even on the phone, yeah, if you just learn a few tricks how to place your objects and like I said, the time too, it's definitely helps.
Do you okay, so iPhone is what I have, and I have an old one, an iPhone 8. So it only has, I think, the two lenses, and then the
Yeah.
new iPhone has three, and I've heard rumors that the next iPhone will have four lenses. Do you think once that new iPhone comes out, because of course that's the one I'm gonna get, my next one, do you think that I will be able to take photos with that phone? Is that possible to get the kind of quality the photos, I mean, not that you take because I don't have that skill, but like I mean, to be honest, I get a lot of business from Instagram and I spend no time on it, but the posts that I do post on there are popular enough to get me business on there. And so I want to continue my photography, even though I'm only taking with my phone. And I'm like you though, every single day I take pictures and I try to get better every day. So
yeah, and that's a great way. Actually, practice as much as you can. That's all you can do. Is if you're starting, even if you're really not new anymore to photography, just practice all the time. Because even if I take a break for a while, I feel like I'm losing something. Like I'm losing my passion. I'm losing my skills. Like I need to, just create more and more every time. And as far as the phone, yes, definitely. New iPhones have amazing cameras. They do. Lenses. I mean, I don't have the last iPhone myself, but I have a few friends who their photos are amazing. Like the quality is amazing, and they do have a different options. I think for close-ups too. Like you can zoom in really well and doesn't lose the quality. Yeah, they're great, and if after you edit, it still looks amazing. And
yeah, I mean, they can be. So I mean, so really, I think that with the technology today, and with us all having iPhones, great photography is possible by non-photographers. But now I have asked Kristina, and then with the COVID, and then I haven't had my hair cut and who knows, a year. I have not had her do my professional shots, but I'm due for new professional shots for my website and things like that. Would you want to talk a little bit about what kind of photos do you do? What can people hire you for? I know that you do professional photos of like people for their business websites and things like that, and that's what I plan on using you for. You took stunning photos of my daughter about a year ago, and I mean, I still absolutely adore those. They're some of my very favorite photos of her. But tell me about what kind of jobs are you available to be hired for?
So right now, this last year, I started working with businesses and kind of focus more working with businesses because I realized like I don't know a lot of people in Bellingham, and it's such a great way to meet new people.
Yeah.
Not even business, but just to walk around and oh my gosh, I know this company, I know them, I know these people now because of my work, and that's so great because I didn't know the way how I'm gonna make friends like, and this is how I started. But yes, I started working as basically like a commercial photographer. I photograph products for people, their place where they sell everything. I also started doing little videos, kind of little clips of like kind of sneak peek what they're doing, kind of behind the scenes.
I saw the one you did for Thousand Acre Cider House, and it was amazing. It was really, really nicely done.
Yeah, they tried to show like behind like how the order is gonna work, because people trying to adjust to everything right now to sell everything online or pickup system, kind of show people how it's gonna look like. So yeah, I kind of try to help to kind of show the actual scene how it's gonna look when you order. So yes, that's definitely how I help right now with businesses. With orders and everything, because everything is online right now. People trying to show their products online because everything is closed at the moment.
Yeah.
That's the only way right now, unfortunately. And I would love to help as much as I can. If you have your products and you need to photograph, you need good photos to show your work. I definitely can help with that, and portraits as well. I used to photograph families a lot. I still do portraits and like close-ups and everything for website, like professionally done as well. So yeah, kind of a little bit of everything. But this year I started focusing more on the businesses, and because I love details also, that's why I love photographing objects. And I started photographing food and drinks and learn more about that because it's completely different world of photography. It's completely new thing for me.
Yes.
But I love it. It's fun. It's to kind of put it all together to make it look nice and pretty and kind of, so it's a little bit different compared to like posing people.
Right. And that's, I'm so glad that you were able to come on today, because you made that generous offer in Bellingham Living, and I wanted to put a face behind that generous offer and let people know, that who you are, and how wonderful a photographer I think you are, and how valuable I think what you offered really is, because you're amazing. So
thank you so much. I appreciate that really. And yes, I was gonna say quick, yeah, if you, because I know everyone is struggling right now. Let's be honest, people are trying to keep their business alive, and right now I'm just offering kind of free help. Like if you need a few photos of your products or just a little video or something, because for me, it's still as far as video, it's still practice. I'm still learning the video stuff. And for me, it's just like a new opportunity every time to make something new, to learn new things, and I'd love to help. I'll stop by and help and take some pictures. And of course, social distancing and mask is gonna be happening. But yeah, I would love to help as much as I can and connect and make new friends. And that's all I'm about. Yeah.
Wonderful. So after when this is over, I would love it, Kristina, if you left all your contact information in the comments, and I'll make sure everybody knows how to get a hold of you. But if you want to say really quick right now, how you can be reached besides on Facebook, and so people know how to get a hold of you if they want any photographs.
Yeah. I do have an Instagram page. I'm not sure if everyone uses Instagram, but I do have an Instagram page. I will leave the name and everything for it. And yeah, you can just message me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook all the time too, and people message me just even to schedule something online. And my email as well. That's for now, kind of like Facebook mostly.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
That sounds perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. And I'll post this to Facebook, and so people who missed it live can watch it later. And I will talk to you soon, Kristina. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.